Ugh. There have been damn crazies everywhere you look. I am so tired of being scared all the time. You want to try and be sympathetic. You really do. But you might as well just go ahead and scream and they're crazy and let them slit your throat and get it over with.
Why don't you take a hit on that Diet Dr. Pepper?
You are so calm. You want tranquilizers or something?
Sleepy time herb tea. Alright, hey, so what was this sudden emergency that made you miss my mother's funeral?
No, nothing.
Well, what happened?
It's nothing really.
Come on.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, I was leaving for the drive down here.
Hmm?
And this sweet old poop I've been with nearly a year had a massive MI. It's a heart attack. I accompanied him to the hospital. You know, I don't want him to wake up and see strangers all around. His family don't care doodly squat about him. But he didn't regain consciousness. He just punched right on out.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, me too, but you know, one of the main things that happens when you work with old people is they die, so.
Yep.
Sorry, Steven, I probably shouldn't have said that.
No, it's not that.
So, why didn't you tell me earlier you've been living here?
What can I say? Gotta join me one of them penitent churches so I could beat the hell out of myself once a week for not getting in touch with you.
I didn't mean it like that. I just... Well, anyway, my old grandma was into that. I know you won't like it.
How is your old grandma?
Well, fact is, she beat herself to death. That was just a little joke.
That ain't funny.
She died last summer.
I always kind of liked her.
Amazing what freedom from obligation could do for a person.
So what are you doing for these old folks? You just trying to reaffirm their hope of heaven or what?
I'm afraid I'm not real big on the hope of heaven anymore, Stephen, but I try to let them know that I care and that it's not a crime to be old and loaded down with a bunch of parts that don't function no more like they're supposed to. Try and make them feel loved.
All right, but what do you put your faith in?
Folks. People, I reckon.
Shit, what the fuck? Are you goddamn nuts? Putting your faith in other human beings don't get it. Don't kid yourself, girl. We're in this alone.
What happened, Stephen?
What happened is what I said. Folks' resolve got limits. I ain't wasting any more time putting my faith in something got human limits.
Love isn't without limits, Stephen, or without ends neither.
All right, well, you go tell that to my mom or to Jesus Christ, because they give their hearts outright. Oh, here, take it all, take everything. I'll get more, give you that too, you need it. Thing is, them of us that are specialists in the taking, there ain't no way you could ever give us enough. We're just gonna keep chewing it up, emptying out the old receptacle, wailing for more.
You're not like that, Stephen.
What do you know about me? Don't be giving me nothing now. Just don't try to give me nothing, because I ain't got nothing to give back to you.
I didn't ask you for nothing.
No?
No.
You don't want anything from me?
No.
Then what are you doing here? No, of course not. You don't want nothing because you won't let anybody give anything to you. That would scare the crap out of you. You can only give it. Well, give it to somebody else. Ain't you got some worthy soul out there you can give it to? Yeah. You got a fella?
What?
You heard me, fella. Fella. Got yourself a fella, don't you?
I mean, I date around, but nothing.
You ought to get serious with one of them. These are your childbearing years.
Stephen, don't you think I know that? I'm a nurse, for Christ's sake. How am I supposed to get serious with some gink you're not serious with? Why would you even say something mean like that?
I don't know. I guess I'm just a mean son of a bitch.
Hey, I'm sorry. Angel, you're a good person. I'm sorry.
You think a lot about that boy that captured us?
Oh, he wasn't no boy, Angel.
That man then, huh? You think about him?
There was a time. You?
Me? Oh no, I rarely think about the gentleman. I just had to go to a head shrink for 2 years to get room in my head to think about anything else.
Hey, don't be doing all that now. You handled the whole thing better than anybody.
Why do you think that, Stephen?
You tried so hard to keep him from doing more damage than he had already done. You were the best of us.
You really think that?
It took me a long time to accept, but yeah, I did.
Why wasn't it easy for you to accept?
Who knows? I don't know. You want another cola? I'm gonna get one.
Why you gotta keep everything inside? Why can't you just say what you're thinking?
I said I'd give it a shot.
You know what it feels like? Never be able to speak the truth with somebody.
I spoke the truth with some good church folks some years back, and they nailed me good and permanent.
Oh. What'd they do to you?
You got a nickel?
How much time you got? I usually got about $40 of change in my purse.
All right, pull it out. So, tell me about going to see this head shrinker.
Well, I couldn't stop having nightmares about it, humiliating everybody like you did. You know, especially when he had you on the floor. You came at him with the knife and he had that gun in your mouth. That destroyed my mom's beauty rest, you know, so she made me go. You know, I probably got about 20 dimes, but not one nickel, so.
All right, well, shit, I could take a nickel. So what did he say? This shrink.
Well, Stephen, he said, I was a little in love with that man. And, I was punishing myself for not hating him like I thought I was supposed to by reliving what happened. I felt sorry for him.
Now, how come you felt sorry for him?
I don't know. I guess all that stuff in all the papers and all over the news after the highway police killed him. Oh, I wish I didn't have to know all that. I mean, he had children.
He abandoned them. He didn't give a hoot about those babies.
Stephen, I just know he did. And he was a war hero.
He wasn't no war hero.
They actually said he was a captain in one of the most decorated divisions, so.
Yeah, well, that don't make him decorated.
How do you even know, Stephen Ryder? You're probably just jealous. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean it. Stephen, I didn't mean that.
You know, I checked the son of a bitch out, all right? When I went into the service of my country, I asked around till I found out.
What did you find out?
Oh, hey, you know what? I'm really not interested in destroying no great romance between folks.
I didn't want to feel what I did, Stephen.
Well, it seems he went ahead and shorted his toaster one day. He killed a water buffalo, along with the farmer who owned the buffalo, the farmer's wife, their 3 kids. They psychoed him out.
Wait. Okay. You think, was he a nice man before that? Before he shorted his toaster?
No one said nothing one way or another where those notions were concerned. But I bet maybe. He was, probably.
We were all sure surprised when you were recruited.
Yeah, well, I didn't have much of a choice.
'Cause you had to find out about the fella.
I had to find out about young Stephen Ryder.
Oh, of course. That was real stupid of me, huh? What did you find out?
I found out that men hate. They fill their women up with it, and together they poison their children. Lord God, men did a good job with that one. You know, I keep telling myself, we gotta quit hating, just gotta give it up. But then I think, you gotta hate somebody, don't you? And if it ain't your own damn self, then who? You want more salami?
Hell yeah.